in my book, chapter 3, the Odyssey, I think that once we got through that, we kept going. We knew we wasn't going to stop. What was that like when you started learning about me? Because again, and I'm not talking about me. This interview is not about me.
Yeah.
She's writing my book.
Yeah.
Now if you don't know, if you're just coming up, she wrote my first book. Is in the book. It says in the first page, as told to Tamika L. Sims, and I wrote the next 3. But like you learned a lot about me, and it was an emotional time for me in the book. But I didn't expect you to get as emotional as you got.
I was blown away when we were recapping his story, and I was, we were in it, and we were in some of those parts. Like chapter 3 of his book is called The Odyssey, and baby, it was an odyssey. That was the longest chapter that we had in I Won't Starve. That was the most in-depth chapter that we had because, man, we were really covering some stuff. And so he's recounting the details of his life at that time, but I couldn't get past the man that was in front of me. And I'm like, how is it that you yielded, I think was the word that I used. How did you yield? Well, like, what happened here? And he was, so he went on to give an explanation. But I was just like, wow. You know how you have those moments and you're working on something and, the layers start peeling back and you're like, wow, what? This was who you were? And it was just incredible. So I got so emotional. I got caught up. As much as I was crying for Ink Pen Diva, I know I shed tears when we were working on I Won't Starve because it's such a powerful story. And to get to see you today and meeting you so many years later after all of that had happened, it just really tugged on my heart. And so, again, I'm just so grateful to be the chosen one. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to be a part of, to be etched in your history of forever of telling your story. So
she ain't going away, y'all. But then, I was joking. I wasn't really joking. I was dead serious. But then after that, not after the book, but during that time, that same time frame, you actually said yes to me. You actually agreed. I think it was more Emerald than me. I don't think you, signed on for me, but you actually said, all right, I'm jumping on that J. Haleem team.
Yep.
What made you say yes finally? Because I was asking since like January. Now we like August at this point.
I think it was just an opportunity to see you every day in action. So in the beginning, I was questioning. I'm like, he really that busy? Like, you don't have time for 4 weeks? Like, come on, who does that? But just actually getting an opportunity to get a behind the scenes look at your operations, to see all the wonderful things that you already had going for yourself before I even came into your life, and seeing where I fit in that, right? Seeing where my gifts and skills, talents and abilities could come into and then help to take, J. Haleem LLC to the next level. And so, yes, it was definitely her. She was like, yeah, I think you should be on the team. And it was her, who was like, yeah, she's the one to help you write the book. So shout out to you, Em. We really, we love you. So, yeah. Thanks for thinking of you, girl,
Look, she knew she wasn't going to be able to run with me like you, right? Like, look, she was over that. So it's just like, you need a running partner.
Yeah.
And damn it, we ran. We haven't stopped running ever since.
No.
I think that for me, I saw the value in it, having somebody to run with me. But I think that once I Won't Starve experience happened, then the release of the book, and then everything that happened after that, I think that's when it started to really pay dividends. Like, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for the foresight. But that felt like a roller coaster to me.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That October, November, December for you, what was that like? Because you already have your own situation going on, but now you're totally swamped.
Let me tell you something. When I say we hit the ground running, when we were in Charleston, we were in Charlotte, we were in different states, we were in Miami, like we were traveling, getting the message of I Won't Starve out on the road. And we were, what did I say? #booked and busy. We were #booked and busy. And it was definitely a roller coaster for me. I had never seen anything like that. Even having my own books and my own experiences, the way that that it's like your audience was waiting on you, Jay. They were waiting on you to tell this story. They were waiting on you because they were so surprised at some of the details and some of the stories that, was happening. Because, we're living our lives with people. Yeah. We're around people all the time, our friends, our family, our loved ones. And they're like, huh? You know what I mean? So it was a roller coaster ride of emotion. It was a roller coaster ride of opportunity. It was a roller coaster ride of us getting out and meeting new people in every city that we were a part of. And just no matter if you were talking to, students, or you were in bookstores, or we were doing book signings, the message was so well received. Everybody left out of there with "I won't starve" on the brain. So it was, it was truly an incredible experience.